What's going on, guys? Hitsquad here again, back at it with another video. Now, today was the cut down to the 53-man roster for all of the teams in the NFL. It was just announced with the Giants what their 53-man roster is going to be, and that's what we're going to go over. We're going to go over some of the players that were cut, and we're going to go over the final 53-man roster. Don't worry, guys. Some of these names, obviously were a little bit shocking, but they could go onto the practice squad, or we could pick them up if they clear waivers. We could see from there. But before I get started in this video, I do want to encourage everybody to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel. Now, let's look at some of the players that were cut here. So there was two quarterbacks cut, both being Cooper Rush and Alex Taney. I was a little bit shocked with Cooper Rush considering that he knew the system, which is the Air Coryell system from Dallas. He was there with Jason Garrett. I've been waiting. I know, I know that Daniel Jones really liked picking the brain of Alex Taney and learning from him. But I've been waiting for us to cut Alex Taney, and I'm glad to see that we did. So that leaves the quarterback room with just Daniel Jones and Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy is a solid option in case Daniel Jones goes down, which I wouldn't want Daniel Jones to go down. I wouldn't really trust Colt McCoy. But out of the quarterback room that we did have with Cooper Rush and Alex Taney, I would trust Cooper Rush more. That's just my opinion. Now, one of the more shocking, if not the most shocking cut was linebacker Ryan Conwy. Now, last year, Ryan Conwy played fairly well for us in the limited time that he played. He did go down with an injury, which was really unfortunate. I had expectations this year that Ryan Conwy would step up, but with David Mayo out for the year, I'm kind of questioning where the Giants are going to go. I don't know if they're going to look on the market, if they're going to just stick with what they have, but Ryan Conwy was probably the biggest shocker of the cuts. Now, we also cut defensive tackle Chris Slayton. Unfortunately, he just didn't get that much time, guys. You look at our defensive line, it's probably the deepest in terms of depth that we have on this team. So he just really just didn't get the time. And we also cut cornerback Chris Williamson. We selected him this year in the 2020 class. Now, there were a lot of receivers that were cut. Some of them, I actually been on record saying I thought we're going to make the team. And, they didn't, and that's okay. Maybe we could pick them up, put them on the practice squad. That's what I see them doing, to be honest with you. So the receivers that were released were Johnny Holton, Alex Bachman, which I was surprised because, as I did more research with Alex Bachman and just seeing him in the film that we have with training camp, he looked pretty solid. So I was a little bit shocked there that he was cut. Derek Dillon, Austin Mack, Benjamin Victor. So a lot of the receivers we picked up after the draft just didn't make the team. And like I said, look for them for some of them at least, to make the practice squad, or look to see if maybe the Giants address that with a lot of the players that are getting cut around the league. We also cut tight end Eric Tomlinson, Garrett Dickinson. Those were, I really like Garrett Dickinson. Those were two pretty good options at tight end. But when you look at Caden Smith and Levi Toilolo, they just offer a little bit more. We saw the connection in limited action with Caden Smith and Daniel Jones. That looked pretty good. Levi Toilolo is a solid blocking tight end, also has that veteran leadership. You're not going to cut Evan Ingram, at least not now. You're not going to cut Evan Ingram. So, I'm not really too shocked there. Now, we also cut offensive lineman John Jalapeno, which I was a little bit shocked considering that we had just brought him back. But I didn't really want Jalapeno on the team anyways. I know a lot of Giants fans didn't, so I'm okay with that. We also cut Eric Smith, Tyler Haycraft, and Kyle Murphy. We also cut defensive lineman Dylan Mack and Nico Leos. Just clearing up the room. Like I said, the defensive line is our deepest position on the team, so I'm not shocked that a lot of defensive linemen are getting cut. We also cut linebacker I can't pronounce his name, Josiah Taoifa, defensive backs Grant Haley. I was shocked there considering that we had just given him a contract. But at the same time, he wasn't that good in coverage. He's a great tackler out in the field, but he's not that good in coverage, not even in the slot. And in the slot, Darnay Holmes, I figured at this point with Darnay Holmes really proving in camp that he's going to step up and take that position, he just kind of seemed like the odd man out, unfortunately. Now, Monte Hardage, Brandon Williams, Drayvon Askew Henry, Kavari Russell, Jaron Williams, and Prince Smith. And we cut long snapper Carson Tinker. Now, more cuts are going to be coming. I actually have the updated 53-man roster, and we're going to go over that right now. But, guys, these are the players that have been cut so far. There have been some names on there that were a little bit shocking in terms of, the direction that the team is going into. But I have full faith with this team, and we're going to see here the 53-man roster. Alrighty. Let's just get this up here. Alrighty. So our quarterbacks, as I stated, Daniel Jones, Colt McCoy. Tight ends, Evan Ingram, Caden Smith, Levine Toilolo. I like that. Solid. Evan Ingram, I have high expectations. If he could stay healthy this year, I think he could really jump on the scene. Historically, tight ends do really good in the Air Coryell offense. And I think, honestly, if Jason Garrett could do something similar career-wise that he did with Jason Witten, we could see great things from Evan Ingram. That's just my honest opinion. Levi Toilolo, as I stated, veteran leadership, solid blocking tight end. Can't complain there. Linebackers, we got Cam Brown, T.J. Brunson, Lorenzo Carter, Carter Coughlin, Tay Crowder, Devontae Downs, Kyler Fackrell, Marcus Golden, Blake Martinez, David Mayo, O'Shane Zimenez. I'm liking it. I was really, how do I say? I don't want to say shocked because I figured that he would make the teams on special teams present. But T.J. Brunson, I'm seeing him more on special teams, maybe, as a depth piece as well. But really, I'm just looking at him on special teams personally. On the offensive line, we got Cam Fleming, Nick Gates, Will Hernandez, Shane Lemieux, Matt Pert, Spencer Pulley, Chad Slade, Andrew Thomas, Kevin Zeitler. I like the direction that they went in here as well. Cameron Fleming, he's a solid, pickup. I really like the pickup that I really like this pickup that we had during the offseason. I've been on record on saying that. You're hearing great things about Nick Gates coming out of camp and Shane Lemieux. So I'm really excited for this offensive line. I think we're going to see an improved offensive line this year that we haven't seen in recent years. I'll be on record on saying that. I might get some, some some shit for that, excuse my language, but I really do think that the offensive line will take a step forward this year in the right direction. Defensive line, we got BJ Hill, Austin Johnson, Dexter Lawrence, RJ McIntosh, Dalvin Tomlinson, and Leonard Williams. No surprise there. We brought in Austin Johnson in free agency. BJ Hill, just 2 years ago had five or 5.5 sacks. Played really well for us, but just last year with the addition of Leonard Williams, that halted his time on the field, and we didn't really see the same BJ Hill that we saw 2 years ago. But regardless, I'm not expecting the Giants to extend Leonard Williams after this year, so keeping BJ Hill on the team, I got no issues with that. And, RJ McIntosh, I think that that's, an unproven talent. We've seen what he can possibly do, but, for right now, that's what we have. Running backs, we got Saquon Barkley, Wayne Gallman Jr., Deion Lewis, and Elijah Penny. Elijah Penny, as you guys know, he's already going to be playing the fullback position, so, but he's going to be categorized as a running back. Now, I was really shocked when we released Javon Leak, but I think that Wayne Gallman is a solid number 3 option. When Saquon went down last year, he held his own. Obviously, it's not going to be on the same stature as Saquon Barkley, but he played fairly well. You saw it in the Washington game. But at the same time, I'm really liking this. I think Deion Lewis would be a solid number 2 running back. He's still got some game in him, so I'm really excited for that. Now, wide receivers, this is where, for me, I had it wrong. I'll be honest with you. I can admit that, but I'm liking what I see. C.J. Board, Cory Coleman, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, Golden Tate. I've been on record saying that Cory Coleman was going to make this team. He played really well before his injury last year in training camp. He showed sparks again this training camp that he's looking good. He's looking healthy. He's looking like, he could be a solid 4 wide receiver. So I'm really excited about that. But I was really shocked that C.J. Board made the team. I've been on record saying that I thought that Benjamin Victor or maybe Austin Mack would made the team, or even David Sills. But obviously David Sills, he was injured, so he's going to be placed on the injured reserve. Now, on the defensive backs ends, we have Corey Ballentine, James Bradbury, Sean Chandler, Nate Ebner, Darnay Holmes, Julian Love, Xavier McKinney, Jabril Peppers, Logan Ryan, Isaiah Yiadom. No shock there, maybe with Isaiah Yiadom, but No shock there at all. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. I think Corey Ballentine will play a lot better this year. Last year, he got 300 snaps under his belt. He played in the slot. It's different to play the slot than the outside. He's more built for the outside. He has the strength, the physicality, the arm length, the size. So I'm really excited to see what he can do. I'm really, really excited for the Logan Ryan pickup. Lastly, we have special teams. You guys shouldn't be shocked with this. Riley Dixon, Graham Gano, Casey Kreider. Shouldn't be shocked. Shouldn't be shocked at all. You're hearing great things about Graham Gano. He's looking like, back in his Pro Bowl day. So I'm really excited to see what this team can do. I think we're heading in the right direction, guys. Let me know what you guys think below. What were some of the signings that you were shocked with? What were some of the cuts you were shocked with? I'll be on record saying some of the cuts that I was shocked with was Ryan Conwy, Grant Haley, and Austin Mack and Benjamin Victor. Actually, you could throw an Alex Bachman in there as well because you heard great things coming out of him from training camp. Let me know what you guys think below. This is Hit Squad. Subscribe, like, share, comment what your thoughts are. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.